South Africa has another centenarian, Magdalene Bostander from Jan Kempdorp in the Northern Cape. She reached that milestone earlier this week and is being celebrated by friends and family. Let's now cross to our reporter Ulrich Hendricks. Ulrich, thank you so much for your time. I would imagine the excitement all around. Just talk to us. What's the mood there like now?
Well, Unatu, good afternoon and welcome to Jan Kempdorp, of course, in the Northern Cape. Yeah, we've got another centenarian, 100 years old, Oma Magdalene Bostander, or Oma Gussie as she is affectionately known. She became a centenarian on the 1st of July and, of course, lived through a lot of things, starting from the Second World War, Great Depression, hunger, apartheid, and she's lived through it all. When we spoke to her earlier, she said, well, I can't be 100, and that's what she's been telling us the whole day. She just can't believe that she actually reached that milestone of being 100. 191 children, or 5 generations, and 191 children, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. That is what she's responsible for. Let's speak to one of her surviving sons, Fernando Bostander. Fernando, tell us, you're 72 yourself. You guys get on great in terms of age in this family. But tell us in terms of what you remember most about your mother's life.
You know, Henrik, we grown up very, very, very poor. And we grown up in the apartheid years. It was very difficult. But I thank God that we survived so far. You know, I left the Northern Cape in 1983 to the Bob government, where there was a better life than here in South Africa. And I must thank my mother. We grown up very, 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 very poor. And I thank my mother. And, there's one thing that I learned from my mother. If it's tough, you must pray and you must sing hymns.
I believe she was also very strict. Some of the great-grandchildren who passed here earlier said, this piece of property here, this yard could get very small for them once she targeted them.
Very, very strict. She was very strict. When you're 18 years old, you must go and work. You can't come and depend on your parents. You must, if you leave school, you must go and work.
Thank you very much. The son of Magdalene Bostander, of course, Fernando, he was talking about how very strict and how very hard the living was. Oma was, of course, also, when there was hunger in the country, and she was telling us earlier the one thing she doesn't eat anymore is actually pap, because they used to, during that time, for years and years, every day, they used to eat pap for breakfast, dinner and lunch. But let's speak to long-term friend and sister-in-law to Oma. It's Mita Bostander. Tell us, she's quite mischievous as well, as far as I can see.
No. Wat moet ek sê nou?
Die oma is baie stout ook.
Ja, sy is verskriklik stout en sy het altyd 'n grappie. As sy kom in 'n geselskap, elke keer gaan jy maar net lag vir haar, want sy het altyd ietsiekie om te sê, soos nou byvoorbeeld, as jy uitstap, het sy nog weer haar dingetjie op vir ons te sê.
En baie independent ook. Ek hoor sy het hier op 60 eers begin rook en sy laas jaar eers opgehou.
Ja, ek het so gelag altyd as ek en my man kom kuier, dan staan hy doen sy wasgoed met die sigaret in die mond. Maar omdat sy 'n baie groot respek vir my man gehad het, as sy sien, dit was nou 'n man se broer, as sy sien daar hoe moet waanstel, dan word hy sigaret sommer in die wasgoed ingespieg. En sy wou nie gehad dat hy moet sien sy rook nie.
Thank you very much, Mita Bostander, of course, sister-in-law and long-term friend to Oma Magdalene Bostander, of course, the centenarian, our latest and youngest centenarian Unati. Of course, the birthday girl herself decided, well, it's her birthday and she's not going to get out of bed. She's in bed while The members of her family and extended family and friends, of course, are partying outside. But yeah, she said she is a big girl. Can't quite believe that she's 100. But yeah, that she is, enjoying this day in bed. And everybody here, all the young people can come in and wish her a happy birthday inside. Unati?
The best place to be, Ulrich, in bed when you turn 100 years old. I couldn't agree more. Well, thank you so much for that. What an amazing story, of course. Magdalene Bostander, as Ulrich said, the youngest person to turn 100 years old. She turned 100 on the 1st of July.